Ciao comrades, welcome, pleasure. Today we got a big test of the latest update for the DS Vita emulator, 0.9. There were a lot of improvements and many games now run so good. It's hard to believe this was once deemed impossible, so let's get into it. First and foremost, huge thanks to the Grarak, the developer, who keeps working on it and who keeps delivering amazing results. Big up to you, brother. You can see the full changelog right now on the screen. I don't really understand the majority of the changes, but what I do understand is how the games run. I'm sure you can understand it too. So let's look at that. And let's start with the Mario Kart DS. This one, as you can see, runs great. I was playing through multiple tracks and the frame rate was about the same, around 25 FPS. Now we have also the ability to display only one big screen, which is the biggest pro in my opinion. We can even swap the screens or resize them, stretch them, zoom them. This is what I call a feature with a capital F. Crash Mind Over Mutant. Yeah, I know it's not as good as 3D Crash, still I like to play it, and now it's better than ever. Frame rate is around 30 FPS with minimal stutters, and one big screen with all the action in front of my face, yes please. Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I've been trying already majority of these games, and every time I try them it surprises me with the improvements. Here again, frame rate is better even when fighting against multiple enemies, it doesn't drop as much. Pokemon White version. I don't really play Pokemon, but I know many of you do, and I'm pleased to tell you it is playable. Fighting feels solid as well as a dialogue. Here I just want to mention that if you want to try this emulator out, your Vita needs to be modded. Then you need to download the VPK, install it, and then you need to provide your own ROMs. Download, unzip, transfer and launch. Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass is also playable. There are some small graphical imperfections and some minimal frame drops when you want to talk to somebody or when you go inside. But other than that, it feels very enjoyable. Exactly same like Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Also very playable and enjoyable. Metroid Prime Hunters. This is one of a few solid DS first-person shooters and it's playable. Surprisingly, the looking around is done with the touch, so it's a bit weird at the beginning and it needs some getting used to. The frame rate is solid though. New Super Mario Bros. Is super enjoyable on the single big screen. As I said, this is my favorite feature because majority of these games don't really require the other screen anyway in any significant way. It's enough just to glance at it once in a while. I think this feature is even better than to have save states implemented, but I feel those are also coming, sooner or later. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, solid frame rate and there were no graphical glitches. I mention it because previously I remember there were some. Super Princess Peach. This one was running great even before, but now the ability to use single screen makes it perfect. This feature, by the way, came in previous update, but I'm still talking about it because it's so groundbreaking. Animal Crossing, frame rate is around 20 when you are on the map and around 25 when you're talking to somebody. I would even say it's enjoyable if I would enjoy this kind of games. Advance Wars Dual Strike, frame rate was okay and no glitches like in previous version. Need for Speed Underground 2, frame rate is around 20 FPS, which is playable. I was just having a hard time controlling it. I was just trying to get a feel of the drifting, but I wasn't able to. Pokemon Diamond is playable, as well as many other games. There is a compatibility list, but it's for a previous version. DS emulation on the Vita is real. It's here to stay and it's gonna get even better. I'm super happy the developer keeps working on it. So one more time, in the name of every single comrade out there, big up to you, brother. Now we're taking a look at this magnetic gaming controller M4 by the brand Abxylute. You can see some illustrations in here. It connects via Bluetooth, it attaches magnetically, and it supports 3 modes. Inside the box there is a lanyard, controller itself, manual, magnetic part, and this is a universal metal ring sticker. So this is the controller. I mean, it's really small. It's as small as my phone, well, the width, and I guess that's what they were aiming for. On the controller itself there is ABXY, D-pad, dual, these are not joysticks. This is more like a joystick on a PSP or 3DS, just like a sliding disc. Then there is plus minus, menu, home, and from the top we have bumpers and triggers. From the right side there is the pairing button with the light indicators, nothing from the left. From the bottom there is USB-C for charging, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to connect it to PC, it works like this. There is a magnet in here, and then you just place your phone in here. For the purpose of this video I've attached it just like this, but you can also attach it via this magnetic piece that they are providing, in case it is not part of your phone case. So now we just need to do this and we can play. As soon as I grab it, yeah, it's not really comfortable. The phone is really heavy and this weighs almost nothing. Majority of weight is in this metal piece, so this is really top heavy, really top heavy. And this is the whole gimmick. You would attach it, you would play like this, and then you would detach it and attach like this and carry it in your pocket. I guess that's the idea behind this mechanism, to carry it like this and to play like this. Or you can also detach it and play like that. I've been playing with it for a while and I got mixed feelings about it. I like the idea, it's innovative, but on the other hand it's very small, very tiny. There are no ergonomics and it's very hard to play like this. If you are interested in the controller, I will leave the link for it down below. There are multiple colors available. Right now the price is 37 British pounds. Now let's look at the brand new port of Doorkickers Action Squad. It is an old school 2D side scroller with pixelated graphics. You kick the door open, shoot the bad guys and rescue the ladies. And you need to do it multiple times because you're gonna die a lot. You can choose a different character with different pros, and you can also upgrade your gear and get new weapons. I've never played it before, this was my very first time and I quite liked it. It is a fun game and it's definitely challenging to beat the level. I've died plenty times, but it was like forcing me to try it again. And so I did, and in the end of course I beat the level. Physical Vita buttons are supported and the frame rate is very good. It's an Android port, that means you need to follow the setup instructions and provide additional game files, not just download and install the VPK from VitaDB. There was a bounty for this port in the value of $150. The game is fully playable and finishable, therefore the bounty was awarded to the developer. Congratulations to the prize and huge thanks for this creation. I'm sure it's appreciated by many comrades, including those who contributed to the bounty. Now let's look at the active bounties. Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies is still at $650. Sully Face is $200. This is for all 5 chapters. Asphalt 8, $200. This is a game of game. I've told the donor what happened recently, and he, instead of moving the money to a different bounty, he decided to double down and put another 100 to it. So 200, and after the recent Glintwine announcement, I think this was a good move. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to read my latest article on the blog. Aleph 1, $160. This is an open source project that supports the Marathon trilogy. Deus Ex The Fall, $120. Nova 3, $120. And I think the rest of the bounties are pretty much in the same order like before. Feel free to check them all out, link is down below. Looks like bounties do indeed work, and I'm super glad they do. Can't wait what's coming next. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, join. Thanks to you for watching, thanks to all of my Patreons and joiners for their continued support. It's greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Zmenila si číslo, v zámku nepasuje viac kľúč. Hlavou mi blislo, asi chceš, aby som bol